Hello and welcome to Paper Plays Julie K.
Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for stopping by to check out my latest video. And today I'm here to share a couple of projects that I made with this beautiful shabby chic style paper from Frank Garcia called With Love, and it's from Prima. And I'm getting kind of low on it. I think I have one more pad, but as you guys can see, I have a few scraps, and there's maybe, 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of paper in here is all that's left. So I've done pretty good with it, I guess. That, you know, it started off with 30 sheets, and I've made a lot of things out of it. It's one of my favorite paper pads, and it's fun just because it has a heart theme and has some beautiful paper to it. So the first thing that I made was this beautiful little altered notebook. You guys know I love altering composition notebooks. And there's the back side of it. And then also on the inside, I did go ahead and add just a little pocket in case the recipient wants to use it to hold receipts or something. And then again, I also finished off the back cover just with some paper. I just think it looks a little more professional when you do that and don't leave the writing on the inside of the notebooks. And on this one, you can see I have a ton of different layers. I did start off with some pink cardstock. I layered on some of the paper from that paper collection next. And then again, there's some pink cardstock. And I added this little image of the swan, and it says such a beautiful feeling. And I edged it with some pearl trim. And then I also added the word loved up here, and it was wood colored, and I went ahead and painted it with some chalk paint. And I just thought that coordinated with the saying on here when it said such a beautiful feeling, and then I added the word loved. I just thought that went together. And you can see on the sides and the bottom, I had this fun little heart trim. It's like some beaded trim, and I'm not quite sure where I got it. And then there's a little layer of some pink trim underneath there, which you can barely see. And you can maybe see it a little bit better up here. And then on top of that, I had this fun little bit older lace that was 2 layers. It's satin with the lace on top of it. And I put that all the way around the front and the back cover. Oh, and you can see that little pink lace better here on the back. I think that's beautiful trim. And then I also, to go over the spine, there's some pink lace that I put, my first layer. And then I used some bridal trim on top of that. And again, that heart trim. And then on the spine, I put the rosette trim. You can see the little pink on the back of this one, what the pink one looked like. And then kind of to finish it off, I did add some of this beautiful little floral trim. And I also added some appliques that look like flowers just to kind of edge it. And I think it is just gorgeous. I love it. And hopefully the recipient will also love it. And then the next thing that I created, I used some of the paper to make these little spool holders. Or ribbon holders. It's a spool, and I used a die cut. I did die cut 2 pieces of paper for the front and back, and then I also put I also die cut a piece of chipboard, and I'm not sure what the cutting die is. I did find it at a rummage sale, but I believe I have seen it on Amazon. So maybe if you do some searching for like a spool holder or ribbon holder, you might be able to find one or a similar one. I also do these a little bit bigger, and that one I just traced from somebody else that sent me one. So, but I was happy to find this die cut at a rummage sale. It also has a smaller sized one that comes with it. But I do go around the edges with a little bit of gesso, which I don't think shows up. It just finishes it off and gives it a little cleaner look on the sides. And makes it look a little shabby. And then I always add some sort of flowers up in the corner. Sometimes it's ribbon roses. Sometimes this time I use mulberry flowers. I also made some little pink bows and, of course, eyelash trim. And then I wrap laces around it. So I'll show you the ones that I'm sending my swap partner. I have some fun little bridal trim on that one. And this one's a longer piece. I just had to fold it to make it fit. This one also is a wider piece and I had to fold it over, but I added that one. And I do also like to use a little gourd pin or bulb pin, and I add a charm and a pearl or a bead to it. I think that's kind of fun. This one's a little teapot I had. Some more fun little trim on this one. A beautiful little ivory color. Some bridal trim. This one I used a charm that said beautiful on it. This one was the same trim as this, just in white. And also another little pin that I added. That one says believe. Then I'm going to send my partner some pretty pink ones. So there's that lace. And again, this one I had to double over because it was a wider lace. And some other gorgeous pink trim. And then again, another wider laced pink trim that I wrapped around and added this little rose, which I think is gorgeous. And then I put them all in this fun little box that I altered. It was a wood colored box. I did paint it white and I added some of that Prima paper on it. I added some little pearls kind of as my feet that worked quite well. You can see that this box was kind of a separated box. So I did add some of that Prima paper, and then to kind of finish it off, I had this beautiful dangle trim that I added, and that kind of hangs around all of it. I also added braid trim at the very top, and then to kind of give it a little cleaner look, again, I did add the flat back pearls in the corner. That just kind of hides where it joins together. And then also on the inside, I did decide to, right where that split is, I did add just this rosette trim on it. It just, you could see the wood color. I wasn't able to paint in there very well. So that was just me kind of hiding that a little bit. And then also in the corners, I added some of that braid trim. And of course, I lined the whole thing with the paper. I just love that. And then again, I'm going to put these little trims in there for my partner. I just think that's kind of fun. So, and she can use it for whatever she wants. If she has other supplies she wants, or if she wants to continue to use it to hold onto the spools. But I enjoy making little boxes and decorating little things. So I've been liking these open boxes lately just because they're fun to put supplies in. So thank you again, everybody, so much for watching today. You'll have to let me know what you think of the two projects. And until next time, have a wonderful day and happy crafting.